Minna-san, konnichiwa. Today we are going to learn lesson 4 of the Minna no Nihongo. By the end of this lesson, you would be able to describe simple daily activities, be able to tell time, days of the week in Japanese, and also ask the price of goods. Finally, you would also be able to make simple inquiries about telephone numbers. So if I have to give you details about the content of today's lesson, they are as follows. First, learning about verbs, namely the action words. We will get introduced to verbs that describe daily activities and also learn how they conjugate based on tense. Second, expression of time. How to tell time, namely hours, minutes, and even days of the week in Japanese. Third, usage of the particle ni. This particle is used while expressing time. We will look at the following sentence pattern and understand where ni is supposed to be used. Fourth, sentence pattern N1 kara N2 made. Fifth, usage of the particle to. To is a particle used to connect two nouns. We will learn how to frame sentences using this particle. And finally, we would learn a particle that is used at the end of the sentence, namely ne. With the contents of the lesson clear to you, let's now dive into the lesson. Soredewa, hajimemashou. In the journey of learning a lesson, we would be covering vocabulary, grammar, and also speaking and framing sentences in Japanese. Part 1 of today's lesson would be a discussion on the action words, namely verbs. And what are verbs called in Japanese? Doshi. Let's add certain words to our vocabulary, after which we will move into grammar, framing sentences, speaking. All of that will be the second part. Let's learn some new verbs that describe daily activities. Get up, wake up, okimas. So get up, okimas. Sleep, sleep, nemasu, nemasu. Get up, okimasu. Sleep, nemasu. Let's repeat it. Get up, okimasu. Sleep, nemasu. Next two words. Work. Hatarakimasu. Hatarakimasu. Take rest, or if you tell taking a holiday, the word is yasumimasu. 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 Work. Hatarakimasu. Take rest. Yasumimasu. Get up. Okimasu. Work. Hatarakimasu. Take a rest. Yasumimasu. Sleep. Nemasu. Okay, good going. Let's move to the next two words. Study. Ben kyo shimasu. Study. Ben kyo shimasu. Ben kyo shimasu. If I put a line above O, it means that you need to stretch that O sound. Ben kyo shimasu. Finish. Owarimasu. Owarimasu. Finish. Owarimasu. Let's revise these 6 words. Get up. Wake up. Okimasu. Sleep. Nemasu. Work. Hatarakimasu. Take a rest. Take a holiday. Yasumimasu. Study. Ben kyou shimasu. Finish. Owari mas. Time to see how much you are able to remember now. I will tell the word in English. You guess the word in Japanese. I will pause for a minute after me telling the English word to give you time to think of the word. Work. Hatarakimasu. Get up. Okimasu. Finish. Owarimasu. Study. Benkyou shimasu. Sleep. Nemasu. Work. Hatarakimasu. Study. Benkyou shimasu. Get up. Okimasu. With these 6 new words added to our vocabulary, let's now move into learning about verbs in detail. A discussion on verbs now. If you looked at the 6 verbs that are written on the board, there is one thing which is common, and I hope you have identified it. If not, let me do it now. Every verb written here has mas as the suffix. So, this mas means that you are framing the sentence in polite form. Remember sometime in the lessons discussed earlier, I spoke about different styles of speech, that there is polite form and there is informal form. And in the same discussion, I also told you that what we are learning now is only the polite form of speech. And yes, when I see mas suffix attached to any verb, I could take it that this verb is in the polite form. Mas is used in sentences that express the following. First, any habitual action. Second, mas is also used in sentences that express a thing that will occur in the future. The next thing which we need to learn is about verb conjugation. Conjugation. We have listened to this term somewhere in lesson 1. Do you remember? If not, let me quickly recap that. I told you that let's take the example of a verb run. The verb run changes based on tense. If it is present tense, it will be run. Past, it would be ran. And future tense, it would be will run. So based on tense, this root verb is changing. And when it changes like this, in grammar we call it as conjugation. So when Japanese verbs conjugate based on tense, based on whether it is positive or negative. Let's learn about the rules of conjugating verbs now, based on tense. Unlike English, which has 3 tense, present, past, future, there are only 2 tense in Japanese, and that is non-past and past. When I tell non-past, it includes both present and future. And there is past tense. Let's make those 6 verbs which we just learned and fill up this table based on tense and based on positive or negative. The first verb which we will learn is get up, wake up. And what was the word for it in Japanese? Okimasu. Let's conjugate this verb and fill up the table now. When you see the suffix mas, it means that it is in the non-past tense. Present or future, anything of it. And it is in the affirmative, that is positive form. So, okimasu comes here. if I have to make it negative, all I will do is, instead of this mas, I will change it into masen. Masen. Let me write the word here. Oki masen. So, mas means the affirmative non-past form, and if you have to make it negative, it will become masen. Let's do the same exercise for the other verbs. Sleep. The word was nemas. Nemas. Mas represents either present or future affirmative form. Nemas. And what will be the negative form for this? Nemasen. Work. The word was hatarakimasu. Hatarakimasu. And negative form, what would it be? Hatarakimasen. Take rest or take a holiday. The word was yasumimasu. And the negative form for this would be yasumimasen. Study. Finish. I want you to try it. I will write the mas form. You tell me the masen form. Study, the word was ben kyou shimasu. You complete it? Yes, I will write the word now. Finish. The word was owarimasu. Make it into negative form now. The word becomes owarimasen. Okay. So the rule is very simple. Mas means it is in the positive form and masen means it is negative form. Let's now move into making these verbs into past tense. And the rule is very simple. In the end, the verb should end with ta. Let me make one verb first to explain that. Okimas. Past tense affirmative is what we are going to do first. Oki. This mas, the end thing should be ta. So, mas and ta, we make this as mashta. Okimashita. Okimashita is the past tense of get up. In English, if I have to tell wake up in past tense, what would that be? Woke up. In Japanese, it would become okimashita. So, by adding mashita at the end, it means that the verb is in the past tense. Nemas. The verb will become nemashita. Hatarakimasu. Past tense of it will become hataraki. Instead of mas, it will become mashita. So the verb is. Can you see this? At the end of every verb, if I put mashita, it becomes the past tense form. Continuing for the next three verbs now. Yasumimasu will become yasumi mashita. Can you complete the other two by yourself? Ben kyou shimasu. Ben kyou shimashita. Owari masu. Owari mashita. So mashta added becomes the past tense. Okay, the last column in the table now, and that is making these verbs into past tense negative. Let's do it. Negative form. Okimasen. Okimasen, making it negative. Remember, the past tense has to have ta at the end of it. I'm writing the negative form here. Okimasen. This written. At the end, ta has to come. And I will be adding deshta. What is the negative past tense form of any verb? All you have to do is add masen deshta at the end of it. Let's do that for the other verbs. Nimas. The negative of it will become nimasen. Past tense of this will become nimasen deshta. Hatarakimasu. Negative of it, hatarakimasen. Past tense of this will become hatarakimasen deshta. Yasumimasu. Negative is yasumimasen. Past tense negative will become yasumimasen deshta. Ben kyo shimasu. Negative ben kyo shimasen. Past tense negative ben kyo shimasen deshita. And the last one, you will tell. Owarimasu. Owarimasen deshita. Okay, so we have learned about the verb conjugation based on tense and based on negation, affirmative, negative. Let's go over it quickly. Any verb which has mas at the end of it, you will tell that it is in the non-past tense, either present or future, both are okay. If I put masen, it becomes negative form. Past tense would be mashta, okimashta, and negative past tense would be okimasen deshita. Clear? Before we learn framing sentences using the verbs, it's time to add some words to our vocabulary. So let's begin learning some words now.